I'm very excited about the ministry of Marked Men for Christ. It was in January of 2009 that I went to my first Marked Men weekend, and it was huge for me personally. I found real healing for some pain in my life that I had not been able to be free from, and I got a lot of hope about my future in terms of being a pastor, a minister, and it was just an incredible, life-changing experience.
As I think about Marked Men for Christ, what really comes to my mind is a scripture verse, and that is Jeremiah 17:9, where it says, "The heart is deceitful and desperately sick. Who can understand it?" And I would say that for me, I didn't really understand all that was in my heart, but my phase one experience with Marked Men for Christ gave me an insight that I didn't have before. I realized that there were wounds in my life, there was anger, there was sadness, there was shame, and it opened that up and helped me to see that there were some areas where I needed healing. And so it was powerful for me personally, and then of course that spilled over into my relationship with my wife, my kids, the people in my church.
It's a gospel-saturated, Jesus-exalting, scripture-filled kind of ministry that has been really life-changing for me and for many of the men in my congregation.
It's been amazing to watch the transformation of men's lives. And as we have brought the events to North Carolina, I've watched men be transformed, renewed, men who are very despairing, despondent about their lives, come back alive again.
As I watched God work in the lives of other men in our church, I saw marriages healed. They were renewed in terms of what their focus and their mission was. And so it was an incredible thing to watch. So I've seen God do a work in the men in our church, and therefore in the families and in the ministries of our church.
It was just so amazingly affirming as a man. It was having a sense of guys together in this battle with you. I watched guys saying that for the first time in their entire life they felt accepted as a man.